twisted, nothing feels the same. Margins bleed like oil, my listings disappear. AI scans my soul, whispering in my ear. Silicon shadows taking control.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to
Howdy.
Beard Tells YouTube to screw it. He's going to go live anyway. So if y'all don't know, this is the old backup. It used to be the live channel that I used at one time when we were conspiracy theory thinking the algorithm didn't like lives. Brandy, good morning. JT, what's up? Vintage Memories, Eric, Hank, Mr. Jarvis. Tracy, we missed you last night, man. Adam, good morning. I hope you're feeling better each day. So just thought I would come over here and tell y'all I'm not dead yet. We're still working on the channel. So because if y'all are not aware, I got taken down because they got infected. At one point, John and I were trying something, and we left the fact that I was a manager. We were on his account, unfortunately, and we didn't close that door. And they opened when John gave him the keys to the kingdom by mistake. That also got me, and so YouTube took me down. Even though they left him up, Jim and I thinks he's in a worse position than I am. But anyway, so
Man, that is an old picture of you in the thumbnail. What were you, 28?
that was just AI. I gave it I took a selfie and gave it to it. I'm like, damn, it turned me into like young beard. Shit, I don't think I was ever that young when I had a beard. Because when I was working in restaurants, you could back then. Of course, now they're a lot more lenient, but they would not let you have one. So I really don't have an agenda this morning other to tell people that I'm still fighting. It could take up to another 7, 8, 9 days to get that channel back.
Jeez.
They said average length of time is 14 days. And all I did, folks, was nothing. I didn't do anything.
I wonder if I can start a new Facebook channel and get back on Marketplace.
Listen here, you big queen. You big queen Tom. Stop lying. Man, exciting news! I found a Facebook group that showed how to if you're a hat seller, there is a wonderful and better way for you to ship hats. That if you get Ziploc bags and you put the hat in the Ziploc bag, and then you put some of your bad breath in it and blow it up and close it off, and you can put them in a poly mailer. Your customers are going to be real happy. By the way, I couldn't tell if he was being sarcastic because the commenters were giving him thumbs up and talking about that's great to hear, and I'm like, are y'all that stupid?
I do 864s for hats.
Good morning, Spaya. Yeah, JT, it's the problem now is I'm trying to get them to sever the cases because they won't let they're trying to get John to fix John's the infection, so they're trying to get John to fix the infection before they'll allow my account to go back. And I'm trying to but he has no access to his oh wow, James, that's a nice flavor. James says if you fart in the bag, you'll do better. And John Jones says if you vacuum seal it, you can send it as a letter. Damn. Hey, that's thinking right there, John. I'm trying to get them to sever the cases because John lost all access to his Gmail account because they took over all that mess. I never did. I have ads. I have control of my AdSense. I have control of everything except for my damn YouTube account, which YouTube took down, which is so infuriating. Steve, you cannot participate in the chat if you're not coming live. That's the rules I made up. And Todd said, yeah. It's amazing. That's one of the. If you want some entertainment with reselling, as a reseller of all these years, there are a lot of people in the chat that have got just tons of experience because you've been hanging around me for a long time, so I know you've. Um, Go to these new groups and these especially Facebook where anybody they're all trying to get Facebook money, and so they're all trying to get whatever, and so you'll see these stupidest shit posted all the time. Um, yeah, I was helpful yesterday. I don't know if how many people remember. Was it a year ago or a year and a half ago? Over the year, we had a little spat, kind of a little internet quarrel back and forth. He had posted where he found a really nice lot of automobile parts, and was wanting to know how List Easier would handle it. It won't. Remember, folks, the one place that List Easier does not work is automotive, because automotive and it is so freaking. I don't know if any of the AIs work on automotive because you have to be able to get the compatibility list right, and that's extraordinarily difficult. Um, so I was helpful to one person anyway, but it's the Wild West. TikTok the same way. Oh yeah, Nessa. I just think about all the. You could become an influencer too. You were posting like one yesterday, looking for some vitamin D. I think Todd left me. Timothy, that's a great question. Are you planning on sending them FBA or FBM? That changes it.
I'm sure I'm just making noise.
If you're going to do FBA, I would send them to Amazon, dependent, but that would be rank dependent. So I would not send anything that's oh shit. We thought you were dead.
No, but I got it ran over by AI.
If you've got them 100,000 rank or less, I would send them into FBA. If not, I wouldn't worry with it. I would just put them on eBay. FBM on Amazon with media becomes a ticky tack battle with these idiots and repricers, and they don't understand the media fees. Um, but if you've got some items that are if you've got multi quantity, so I've got a CD that is I've got 20 of. I put it on both, just because I put it on both. Yeah, Nissa, you could be an influencer and just put out those crazy sayings like that, just to get people to click on it to tell you strange things. Um, yeah, why is Joni sending me things about what my videos about what people are making with 3D printers? I'm not buying a 3D printer. I'm distracted enough as it is. I know my own limitations. I would only be doing. I know, right? And I think it's clutter lag. I've got to take stuff to the storage today. The one thing that is going real well is chat. I reached a point where the memory was not good enough, and so I have had to make a change on the way I'm using chat. I have just one that does the numbers, so it tracks numbers every day, and that's all it does, and it'll give me the totals, and then I copy paste that into it, and then we talk about the day and we talk about the week and the regular one. So that one is not as doesn't lose the numbers, because I was noticing the math was terrible. Even after I was opening and closing every day, it was just too much for it. So I
You're going to have
separated.
to switch to something like Claude. Claude is much more business oriented when it comes to tasks like that. And
But I think
don't ask me about it because I don't know.
I've asked 2 or 3 of the AIs, and GPT seems to be the better reasoning one still right now. But you're right. If you're going to do anything code or anything like that or math or anything, Claude is crazy powerful right now.
Claude is crazy stupid right now. There are people that got Claude building AI bots based on what they need.
Yeah, it's so there's a guy I watch. I think I told y'all before. I think his name is Nate. I know his name is Nate. Let me find out what it is. This is terrible. I have to open a different browser to go to my YouTube because I can't even this Google browser. You go to YouTube and it laughs at you. This channel is not up. The hell
Did
with
you
you?
get your channel back?
No.
Oh, what are we on the other channel?
Yeah.
I can't stay. I gotta go. I just popped in.
So the guy's name is Nate B. Jones, AI News and Strategy. Um, and just listen to him and talk about breaking down for the dummies uh, how powerful AI is and what's really happening, the cutting edge. Yeah, the stuff that Claude has been doing. Just the leaps from January to February are insane.
From February 1st to now are crazy.
Yeah.
So
Thrifton, Tennessee. The problem is I'm stuck waiting on John, who is fiddle farting around. Well, he's trying, but the one thing he has no control over his Google account, and Google doesn't, and then YouTube doesn't wants to keep sending him stuff to a Google account that he has no control over, and they change his backup to their email. And so when they say no, never mind, just we'll use your backup, it's the damn scammers. And so he sent him a video yesterday. I had Gemini keep telling me what to do, and Gemini's like, send him a freaking video showing that you can't do it. And so the problem is once you get to a certain point like that, um, in order to break their own security rules, uh, YouTube has to have video, have to have evidence that you're not in control of the account. And so he sent them the problem is only in a couple of days the scammers might get access to his AdSense and next
Walmart's here. I gotta run. Later.
later. So yeah, so I'm stuck in a hell of waiting on somebody else because my channel was hacked through someone else.
And did you say you don't even? Oh, is that John that doesn't have access to? They've changed the email account on it.
They have changed the email account and hacked the Google account, so he has no control over either one. They never all they got from me was a token, and YouTube hit it pretty quick. They were only up 7 minutes. Um, I don't know how long they had control of it, but they did not. But I can't see the account to see what they changed. I know they haven't changed the AdSense because it's still got my banking information. They haven't done anything to my Google account because I still use that Gmail. I don't use it for anything anymore. It was only for the YouTube channel, so there's no information on that YouTube that Gmail other than. And even see, I'm different than John because I have made a new email address. Every one of my videos has an email address in it, which is not the channel email address. And so the sponsors I get emails, they all come to a different email address, not the channel email address. So it would not be in. There's a little separation there. It wasn't on purpose. It was just on accident, but it actually turned out to be pretty good. But I don't click on those things because I know that I don't put enough effort into the channel to need sponsors. And so I never click on them. I just delete them. But the one thing with the using the Gemini, so like we'll tell you what it said this morning. Uh, I put that yesterday's date in it. Operator read, you're ahead of sale pace. You're ahead of your set. Dang. You're ahead of your sales pace, slightly behind listing pace, operational stability, and you're not distracted by YouTube at the current moment. This is controlled growth. That being kind of funny. I've told it to be ruthless. Wednesday's fraud because Monday was 0 and Tuesday was 713 listing. Your primary VP 1,000 minimum listing, not optional. You need to front load the week while momentum is strong, and maintain Jacob's listing on the other. Important. Don't get comfortable being ahead of pace. Comfort is what flattens weeks. Stay boring. Stay consistent. Stack another day of listing. You're operating well right now. Build again tomorrow. Report back after the first block. So after I do listing, I'll tell it. Every set of 10 flex I put in there.
That's pretty cool. You're treating.
We're here training a new guy.
Like an assistant.
Yeah, it's so it's very to me. I find that very motivational to someone to help keep. So when I get done with the first set of 10, I'll put them in there. What did it tell me yesterday? I got the 500 or something, and it says you need to keep going. What success looks like today is all your shipping done, 1,000 items list, $1,000 listed. 500 is not a successful day. So it's been very. I find that very useful and motivating to me to have someone pushing to remind me of what I already know that I need to keep. I mean, I know what I need to list because I don't list a lot on Saturdays and Sundays. And every other Monday I don't list a lot. So this was a Van Massey Monday. It just makes it. I've got Van Massey down to where I was only there 30 minutes. So it's a 30-minute drive there and back. So it was about 2 hours total that I was dealing with Van Massey. The problem is I get up at freaking 5 o'clock and I'm so tired when I get home. I'm already tired for the day. So it bleeds into the day. It's generally why I don't get any listing done. And I had 108 to ship Monday. Tom, you're muted.
Yay.
If you start taking Saturday and Sundays off, as hard as you're working Monday through Friday, you might get some rest.
So I take most Saturdays. I go yard sales to do whatever and then sort. That's going to be my plan. I don't do I don't do much else on Saturday. And then Sunday, if it's Van Massey, I spend 4 or 5 hours getting the auction ready. But other than that, I just list 500 on. That doesn't take a lot. So Craig, here's what I've done with that. That's actually a good thing. So I took the complete sales report or the sales history from last year and stuck in there and told it, can you analyze this and tell me, whether I should promote or not? And so it came back and said that channel, the store seemed to be promotion heavy, but it would not promote any more than 5%. So it was very interesting. And then on I put CS, the Crimson Stacks in there too. I just refer to them as initials when I'm dealing with chat. And even though I had a low number, that one does not use promotions nearly as much. And so it was much more cautiously saying that it thought I would be wasting money promoting on that channel because of people search out the titles of music and DVDs and things. They, just if you're on somebody's page because you search for something and they show you, I don't know, a Journey CD, that doesn't mean you're going to click on and buy a Journey CD. So it's a much different customer. The anything store, a lot of promotion because you also got a ton of competition. Whereas somebody had a question about this CD here this morning. They wanted to know if it was a promotion or not. It's called Tank Girl. It's still new sealed. I've got it listed for I think $24.99. And they wanted to make sure there was nothing drilled on the side or anything, but it's this kind of stuff. It's gonna take a specific buyer, like an antique buyer who's looking for. I don't know who the hell Tank Girl is or what the CD's about.
Movie. It's a Armageddon movie.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be a. I mean, there's a lot of people who dress up at
Yeah,
a
but this is okay. So it's a movie. I can see why. Look at all the artists that are on it. It's got Ice-T on it. It's got Hole, Bjork, Bush, Devo, Joan Jett, and Paul Westerberg. Got a lot of good artists on this one. So soundtracks do very well. Yeah, I had a guy yesterday or day before yesterday. He bought 8 CDs. I had an international buyer buy 4 Celine Dion. I almost cried. I have tons of Celine Dion. Celine Dion. I said something, and Jacob says, "Seems to be every box I stuck a stick of Celine Dion."
That's good.
Not when they're that many, they don't have any value. But I had to buy 3 get 1 free, so the person bought 4 Celine.
She was so prolific. I mean, she made a ton of stuff.
How about we just ignore that young whippersnapper and let him keep telling his audience not to buy my fucking DVDs and CDs?
Who is that?
Mr. Jake Ryder. Yeah, I don't pay him any mind. He's in an area where his thrift stores in Salt Lake City are just ridiculous. You're not going to find the same shit he does for the same price. And yeah. JRKR, what's happening?
Yeah, he just has to do a little picking and a little listing, a little shipping, and he's making a lot of money.
JT, why are you asking me questions like that? First of all, I haven't listed on that channel all year. And second of all, shouldn't you be asking Josh? It's whatever List Easier does is what List Easier does. Every one of them is. I can go look. Tank Girl. Let's go look. Just for you, JT. Tank Girl. There's an error upstream connecting to the account. What?
So it took me like 5-6 hours to list all.
All right, so Tank Girl, the original. You're right. The original soundtrack from the CD from 1995. It shows the artists are. It listed the artist as Tank Girl -OCT, which that's weird. It should have said. It should have said. It does get all the tracks, but.
Didn't you tell me that List Easier doesn't do well with bundles?
There was an issue at one point with eBay and putting various.
What was
Am I
that
muted?
Todd?
What was what?
Like, if I wanted to put all of Clint Black's CDs that I have together in one listing, will List Easier do like a
Dang,
bundle of 4?
Craig hit the thumbs up. We'll be nice to Craig for the rest of the day.
Todd, I don't use List Easier.
I can't. Is Todd talking? I can't hear him.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, Todd asked if he's got Clint Black, I think he said, a bunch of CDs. He's going to list a grouping of them. Will List Easier do the group?
I don't know why I couldn't hear Todd.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I had to come. It happens to Josh every now and then when we're recording the PPP.
That's weird.
You have to go
Well,
out.
I was asking, can you bundle like 4 5 CDs together by artist and list easier is
So
good with that.
yes, and when the update came for Flex, it got better at that. It wasn't great at it to begin with. It is much better at it now.
Okay,
I've done two. I haven't tried anything more than two.
because I've got a big box of CDs to get listed, and I don't want to list them individually because they don't seem to be worth much individually.
I just picked a price point of $8.99, Todd, and it is what it is.
That's what you, unless it's an exceptional price on something, you just use a
Right.
flat $8.99.
So
Yeah,
you
like
don't do any bundles?
I've got some. We hadn't done a lot. I've got some because when List Easier wasn't great at it, I quit doing it. But now that they've had some updates, they're supposedly better, and it's much easier just to let Jack just list them all and be done with them. So 5-1 Hall says it's been hit or miss on bundles. I've got 10 or 12 up, and I haven't sold any. I think it's more effective, Todd, just to put them up, and then if you put them in a category, say put a store category in there for music CDs or whatever, then you can make your own coupon for that specific. I know you're anti promotion. Are you anti coupon too?
I I have done coupons. Didn't see any benefits, so I didn't do any
So
more.
in the music, so I have buy three get one free, and Monday alone, three of those coupons were used. That $8.99 CD now becomes $30 for four, and you're going to ship them still for your shipping goes to a 1 pound shipping. So instead of 447, it's like 5.25 or something like that. Uh, you make a ton more money using the coupon, letting somebody get one free and get four CDs, and then the guy who bought two, so he had 8 CDs. He bought six and got two free. Um, that was a $60 order for. So that would be my suggestion is to come up with a coupon of some sort.
Yeah,
Put
that'd work.
them in a category where you can apply that coupon only to that category, so you limit what it can be used for. Easiest way to do that is store categories. I never used to use them until this media store, and I've had nice success with coupons so far. I have them buy two get two free on the DVDs, and I had a couple of them used this weekend.
Can I do that with already listed stuff?
Yeah, move it to the category you want it.
I just got to put it in specific category.
Right.
They're all in the same category.
Other.
No, they're in music,
Yeah.
vinyl records.
Yeah. Then you can. Yeah, the coupon is applied. It's like setting a sale or whatever. You just apply the coupon to whatever's there.
So I can just use the bulk edit,
No,
add
as
a
long as,
coupon.
as long as no, there's no bulk edit. You just go to advertising or I'm sorry, marketing under the marketing tab.
See,
Um,
now I would do that for 45s, but I wouldn't do that for uh,
yes,
military canteens.
correct. So we haven't got to them yet. I've only got a partial of these 45s listed. There's probably 1,745 sitting over there that need to get,
1,700.
that need to get listed.
Holy moly!
Um, Jacob will get to them. So I don't because they're already paid for. I don't feel any rush for me to get to them. I've got 4 boxes up, and there are 11 boxes left. We're eventually going to run out of CDs shortly, so Jacob will start on those.
You're not getting in another pallet of CDs.
I hadn't decided yet.
Scott, how far are you from One Alabama? Oneonta.
Aniana,
Aniana? Yeah, okay. That's
about
not
an
far.
hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
Wow, what they got?
No, I just got a pop up when I called up eBay and about the local seller circles, and which is like a local reseller group, eBay seller groups. And I was just looking at the southeast, and
Yeah,
there's
I think Craig says he's closer to Aniana than I am.
okay, but there's one for that Alabama. You
A city in Alabama. Let's see how far am I from there. Directions. Uh, from here it's 74 miles, an hour and a half.
okay. I just wondered. There's one in Jacksonville, Florida. I mean Jacksonville, North Carolina, but there's not one in Charlotte.
Mm.
Anyway, you know,
Good morning,
squirrely.
Phil. Good morning, Julie. Yeah, but it's just settling into, this month was about building routines and about building a, you know, daily information to stay focused, to make it to where this is a boring. The middle of the week is boring. You got to get through the middle of the week. It's just getting through listing and putting systems. But I still got to organize the storage. I've got about, not probably 80% done with the separation, but all these CDs and stuff are going over there. So when you see those boxes right there disappear, you'll know that, because I'm gonna take the racks over there and put them, because I don't want any inventory here. Blount County. I just know where it is. I don't know what the county is. I know it's just hard for me to get there because you have to go down 65 and then go through some country to get in there.
Um, what's his name?
You can stop and see that, was it the Ave Maria?
The, there's a comedian that is Korean. His mom and dad are full blooded Korean. He was born in Tennessee. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, he married a girl from Arab.
Arab, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He lives
And
in Arab.
he talks about the first time he went to meet her family. She sent him 30 miles out of the way so he wouldn't have to go through. So he wouldn't go through all these little podunk towns. Anyway,
Yeah, he's got some good bits about Arab.
Arab.
I do good. I've sourced well in Arab. I like Arab. I think there's like 4 thrift stores there, and um, I've done RA there too. The Walmart there seems to be one of the last ones to have cool stuff. They don't run out as fast of the clearance, but it's a interesting little place. It's Arab from here. It's probably 20 miles south of Huntsville, but I'm 10 miles north of Huntsville. Huntsville's kind of sprawled out, so for me to get to Arab, it's like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yep. I was looking at Huntsville on Google Earth, and it's a big place now.
Yeah,
Bro,
if you look at the Huntsville Metro, it's about 450,000 people.
oh, here's another. Oh, that's her.
Oh, I'm sure. Get a tattoo, a GED, buy a gun, and go to church all in the same strip mall. I don't doubt it. Uh, Sandy said that her nephew married a girl from Arab. Yeah, if you get almost to Arab, there is probably about 3 or 4 miles out. There is one of these antique mall things. These, these booth ones. I think it's called Picker's Choice. Um, so JT, that's a misnomer. So it's the biggest city in Alabama in the city limits. If you're talking metro, we're only half the size. less than half the size of Birmingham. Birmingham's the largest metro. And I think Mobile is even bigger metro than us, maybe.
Well, that's like
Uh,
Atlanta. Atlanta is not a very big city. When you look at like Google Earth at Atlanta, all that stuff you see around it is where it has grown.
Hey, don't believe Craig's full of shit. Don't believe him. We're not the 47th largest county in the state of Alabama. So he's referring to the way license plates work. The state Madison County is number 47. So there are 67 counties in Alabama. Here's your history. Here's your civics history lesson for Alabama. Whenever they did these plates, the numbering system several years ago, they took the first five largest counties and gave them 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then everyone after that is in alphabetical order, Craig. So Madison being 47 out of 67 is not because it's alphabetically after the top 5. We fall at number 47. Tuscaloosa County, when I lived there for all those years, is 63 out of 67 because alphabetically Tuscaloosa is in Tuscaloosa County. It falls. Craig, I know you're an Alabaster and it's your education, and then Ole Miss too, but an M and a T has nothing to do with the size of the county. Alphabetically, the T comes after the M, makes it a 63. There you go. There's your history 11. That's why Blount County would be way down the list, and Blount County is not. Blount County ain't got no people in it.
So you can tell where a car's registered by the tag.
Yes.
Like you drive down the road and go, that's 17, that's Podunk County.
Yeah, like if because is we're going to offend somebody in the chat. I don't know which county she's in. If you see the 44 tag, you know over here if they've invaded Huntsville. They can't drive worth a damn. Anybody with a 44 tag needs to take their ass back to Limestone County. They can't drive worth a damn. That's the. I don't know if if she's in Limestone County or Upper Madison, but if they, Tracy, tell them I speak the truth, dude. If they are over here from Limestone County, which is Athens and all those areas over there, they can't drive with a damn. They need to go home. Sandy must be in Limestone County.
How far are you from?
Poor Sandy.
Is it Gunther's Lake?
Gunnersville.
Yeah, Gunnersville.
Lake Gunnersville. About an hour.
Yeah.
She's a proud 44.
A friend of mine's dad had a place down on that lake. They were from Alabama.
Yeah, it's that's the road that gets there is the one where Dusty had that warehouse on.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour and 10 minutes. It's
Is that where he had? Is that the lake that he had his trailer on, his camper?
No,
Okay.
that was a smaller.
All right.
But yeah, Lake Gunnersville is it's a very quaint little the downtown and stuff is very nice. On each side of it, it's kind of commercialized, but still the downtown area is really really nice. I like Lake Gunnersville and the Gunnersville area.
Sandy says she's a proud 44.
Her parking abilities are questionable.
So what happens if you move? Like Sandy lives in 44. Say she moves to 36. Does she get when she transfers her tag? She gets a new tag.
When they redo the tags, yeah.
Okay.
But they don't. They only make you do it every.
Uh-oh.
So how many people did you deny yesterday? All of them?
So yesterday was training. Yesterday was training for me to do that in the future.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, well, shit.
How much do they pay you to do that?
Nothing. You volunteered?
You volunteer your time like that? Are you an idiot?
Well, I mean, I've been called worse, so I mean, maybe.
Hey, JT,
Jake doing his civic duty. I'm telling you, he needs to run for election. Yeah.
JT, are you
Oh
telling me
no, no, no,
you
no.
came within an hour of my house and didn't Elise tell me you were coming? I'd meet you over there. You suck.
So, how many under the table bribes come your way doing that job?
Well, they make sure I don't know the person.
Oh,
So it'll be something where I learn a lot about the internals of public housing and Section 8 housing processes and procedures, and so that will be worth the time commitment.
so you can become an even better slumlord.
That's right. I will be able to call them out on their BS if they try to hoodwink me into saying, "Oh, that tenant can't do this or can't do that." I'm like, "Yes, they can."
I see what you did. Section 8 and hoodwink. I see what you did.
He's going to open up daycares and some of those.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's very interesting. So the one thing I do like about Alabama is I think they permanently give you a driver's license, Tom, because
Uh-huh.
we left here in 2001, going to Georgia, and we spent 3.5 years there, and then went to North Carolina and spent 16 there, and came back. And when I went and when I'm at the driver's license thing, getting my driver's license, the lady looks at it and goes, "You've lived here before?" I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, like 17 years." And she said, "You want your old driver's license back?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I know that number."
Well,
And
that
so
is good.
we were gone for like right at 20 years or 18 to 20. And I still have the same. Joni is the same way. She has her original driver's license number for when she turned 16 in Alabama. But she got the same thing. They're like, "Do you want your driver's license back?" Yeah. I never learned the one from North Carolina, but I know the one from Alabama.
I still got the same number I had when I turned 17. I think it's number 12.
I knew you were coming with a small number.
My mom has got my dad's father's original driver's license, and it was a little metal tag about 2.5 inches, a half inch by 2.5 inches. It had his name stamped in it and his driver's license number.
Mm.
But that was way back.
Tennessee's the same way. Interesting. But it's yeah. This year's been a really good start. So I'm trying to build. My goal is for the the two eBay stores, 200 grand this year, and so trying to build the steps up there, and the main store with listing what I'm listing because I gave it all my sales from last year, and so it kind of came up, and so it came up with a form. I don't know how it made it up, but it's told me what it thinks. I asked it, I'm like, what number do I need to list each week to meet this sales goal and replace? And I think $3,800 was the number. So that's why when it's telling me, because I've already told it that I don't list on Saturday and Sunday, and I struggle every other Monday. So it knows that's why it's telling me $1,000 today. You need to hit 1,000 because it told me 1,000. Yes, it's assuming that I need to list 1,000 on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday will be a half day, and I'll make up the few dollars the other days, which I told it I could do a half on Fridays after yard sales. Um, and so that's how I came up with the $1,000 number. But which I'll exceed today because yeah, I got to get moving.
Got the motivation.
No, it's just the one thing. Okay, so how many people got here? 62. I appreciate all you guys on the old channel. The one thing I would tell you, and I'm gonna use this on probably Friday night, and then probably next Wednesday. Hopefully, I'll have the channel back by then. And I don't know how long the Wednesday is going to keep going. I might end the Wednesday. One chat tells me to end it. One chat tells me not to. Who knows? But anyway, the one thing is to stay up with your numbers and to have to really, if you want to hit a target, you got to work towards the target. I think so many people miss that point. Is you know, they say something like, "I really would like to sell $100,000 this year." and then they do
A
nothing about it.
like to is not a goal. Right. A like to is not a goal.
I don't know who would do that.
Right here,
And so I've been very guilty of that same thing in the
a
past.
hundred
So
thousand stops here.
I've been very guilty of that in the past, and so I want to spend a this whole year being very creating a lot of very good business habits and to repeatable habits and routines and to make I know a lot of us and I have in the past struggled to make this a repeatable business. We even get called
Yeah.
hobbyists and all kinds of other crazy shit by people. And I don't think it's any of that. I think it's the fact that because you're designing it and there's nobody telling you right or wrong, you don't put the guardrails up on it to make it more repeatable. And that's where I've struggled in the past, I think. And so that this year is about putting up guardrails. And what I mean by guardrail is if I want to hit ultimately I want to hit 14 to 15,000 a week in the regular store. Uh, I think I'm at 11 right now a week on the main store, and I want to do close to 8 in the other store. Which if I did 8 and 14, um, I'd hit 250 a year, which is that's my stretch goal. Um, is if you don't understand and keep up with the listing because the fallacy with eBay people and they're thinking, oh, you got to list every day, you got to list every, and they don't know why. It's the listing. If I don't list today, it's not going to affect today's sales. It's not going to affect tomorrow's sales. It's spread out over and heavy over the next 7 to 10. Those 7 to 10 days are going to be weaker. It's just the way as inventory gets indexed and all the other good things and gets found in their search. It that maturity of 7 to 10 days is a good spot of inventory to turn, and your inventory gets weaker in those days, and then you'll go back and and that's how we sit around and go, I got shark's teeth. Look at my sales doing this, and because you didn't list a couple 3 days, 10 days ago, you blame it on what's happening now. But I've listed every day right now. I've listed every day the last 5. But the 3 in front of it were so weak, it pushed down the line that you don't see, and that's what I'm discovering anyway. So
Yeah. Knowing exactly how the data reacts from reality is
oh yeah,
constantly a guessing game. Now you're probably better than most since you're putting it in ChatGPT and it can kind of start pattern recognition.
correct.
But for the most part, I think it's so much of we can make data, we can think data means whatever we want it to mean.
Yeah, I think I put John's video, one of his last videos, in Chat GPT and called him and gave him hell about it. I was going to make a rebuttal video, but then he got me blasted. But anyway, I wonder if that's why. I need to ask him today. Is it a coincidence that my account gets taken down when I'm going to make a rebuttal video to his video? Is it a coincidence? I don't know. I'm going to have to ask him today. But anyway, I'm just
Coincidentally, we don't know.
but he turned off EIS and he got a sale 20 minutes later and he made a comment in the video. See, it's now working. You can't make that. That's a complete coincidence. You can't make a judgment on your business and a decision on a business policy based on one sale 20 minutes after you did something and thinking that is somehow justification for what you've done. That's insane.
Exactly.
Right.
I got a question for you, Scottrick.
What's that?
If you sell an item for $4.38 and it is a DVD with free delivery, how much money are you making off of that?
Is it disc only or is it with the case?
It doesn't say it's disc only.
If it was disc only, I'd put a stamp on it and it would cost me $1.53 to ship it, or $1.58. $1.58.
No,
Um,
it just says brand new sealed.
Brand new sealed. Are they a huge seller?
Uh, Hang on, I'll tell you.
Tom, you need to do research before you ask questions.
So if it's the reason I asked Tom is if it's a large seller, you can get your media rates reduced, the shipping rates reduced based on a guaranteed. So say there's a big company out there called Second Sale.
Right.
They sell thousands and thousands a day,
Right.
and if when they sell like that, the post office reduces their media rate, and so it's hard to judge what some. If I sold it, Tom, I would lose money.
Okay. They've got 5,800 feedback.
They're losing money.
Yeah. You'd have to be pretty large to have your own commercial negotiated rate with USPS or any other shipping carrier.
It's about volume. I forget what the number is. And Ground Advantage is the same way. It's thousands of packages. I think the minimum to qualify to get Ground Advantage even looked at, I think, is about 30,000 packages a month. I think that's the number. Maybe it's 3,000.
That sounds
Maybe,
right.
maybe it's 3,000 packages. I forget. Maybe it's 3,000 at the minimum.
What Todd?
No, that would be 10. What would 3,000?
That 3,000 is 100 a day.
Yeah,
right?
it's probably
100.
100 a day is probably right. So whatever that is.
Yeah.
So Dave has been dealing with this. Dave said 100,000 packages a year to start to get your rep, and
Okay, so that's close to 10 a month.
Good morning, Bridget.
yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so there's.
I don't think I'm going to hit that goal.
I think what's the media rate? 474, 477, whatever it is, Tom. That's for up to 16 ounces. I think it's 477, 74, one of those numbers, whatever it is. I see it every day and never paying attention to it. That's the cheapest you can ship it for. As if you've got to ship, I can do disc only if it's under 2 ounces for $1.58. But that's
I always wondered about the disc only because of fakes and stuff like that. But a lot of people, because I was just looking down through the listings, there's a lot of people that sell disc only.
The disc only is because of the shipping. It's not about fakes; it's about the shipping.
Thank you for choosing Starbucks. How are you?
Can I get a espresso campana, ristretto, extra whip, extra shot?
A large white
butterscotch in there.
Foam.
Add some butterscotch.
Throw some caramel.
Soy milk.
So how many shots are you on total?
12.
3.
17.
Don't forget that white chocolate mocha.
Okay, anything else?
That's all.
White chocolate mocha.
Dang it. She couldn't hear us.
I kicked the numbers. JT is saying it's 447. I can verify that real quick. Hold on. I don't know why I didn't just do this. I got one of my accounts open.
Sue says, what kind of fancy drink is that?
Get a shipping label. He is 100% correct. It's 447, Tom. So anything less than 440, but people don't understand 447 doesn't include the bubble mailer. 447 is just strictly the shipping. It doesn't include the bubble mailer, which the cheapest I can find at that rate is about 16, 17 cents is what I've been buying. So I figure break even is right at 507 or something like that, Tom, which includes if I got the thing free, because you got to pay. Remember, you got to pay you've got to pay the eBay fee, the 13.25 plus the 30 cents or whatever it is. Is that what you just sold?
Yeah. Couple of
folks,
Japanese figurines.
Don't miss the last.
These are going to have to be packed with angel wing feathers.
Yeah, same as this one. I sold this. I sold this yesterday for 118 plus shipping.
Holy moly! Yours is going to be easier to pack than mine.
Yeah,
Is there
if y'all
something really special about it?
because they're hot as fire, Tom. If you know what it is, if you know, you know.
No, I
That's
mean,
a fairy
is
lamp.
that real crystal, or is that just cut glass or molded glass?
It's cut glass. Todd, what'd you say it is?
It's a fairy lamp.
It's a fairy lamp. They're hot as fire right now. It is, and this one in particular is this. It recognizes the pattern with the stars in it. It's an Indiana glass, stars and bars.
Right.
Yep. Joni found it at a yard sale last year and was going to sell it on Whatnot. It's been sitting back there in the room. Uh, and I listed it 2 days ago and it sold. Yeah, it's called a fairy lamp. It's made to put a votive candle or whatever they are in there. But they are with the young hip crowd, they are crazy popular.
Mike, I like mine strong, black, and bitter.
So Ping G says she sends all packages with tracking. Um, I'm doing that right now, Ping. I do have a few discs left that are disc only in that media, and I've got a bunch that I could list. Um, I was trying to see if I can notice a difference because once the account got to a certain age, I was eligible to be top rated, and so it's top and without there's no way to get tracking on the using a stamp. Unfortunately, I thought I had found a way with a company that will issue a number, but um, it's only trackable in your email, which does no good. The customer can't see it.
Um,
So doesn't that make your seller rating go way down if you don't put tracking on?
It does. It gets you below, I think, with the 95% you need to say top rated. So I stopped.
Sheesh.
I've only, as my volume is fixed that, Todd. Let's the crazy.
do you just use stamps on your disc only, or do you print a label?
Just think about this and the room I have for errors. In the last 90 days in the media store, I've had 1,562 orders in the last 90 days.
That's a lot.
Are
Yep.
you packing those yourself, or is
Yeah.
Jacob helping you?
I am. $19,500 in sales in 90 days, and the store that we started. It's out there, folks. You can do whatever you want to. Just go for it.
You can tell Jake's making some money. He stays at that damn Starbucks.
And he orders. He orders every time he's in there. That ain't his average drink. The average drink he normally drinks is like $15.
Yeah. 1474, I think. Yeah. But now here's the fact. I tend to get it, and it's going to be iced, and I don't drink the whole thing the first day. I stick the other 1/3. Once it's the third left, I stick it in the fridge for the next day.
You know what? That makes you a fucking quitter.
It's just a procrastinator.
Your addiction.
Yeah.
That's a procrastinator. Now this is a espresso campana. It's just basically it's espresso shots with whipped cream.
So
you put the whipped cream in a cup and they just pour the espresso shots over it. It just cuts the bitterness a little bit.
Right.
So Tom, that's the one thing you do also find. Ping is telling you the truth. Some media sellers actually have a specific media account that only does like the disc only and the no tracking stuff, so that doesn't bother with their top rate on their main store, but it still allows them. Because the one thing I can tell you about media is you got to find a way to get the price down. You got to find a way to move product. And having disc only, there was a ton of people that are just interested. They don't care about the case. They don't care about the artwork. They want to see the movie. That's all they're cared about. They want to see them. And in this day and time where, has anybody been to the theater lately? Just think, one of my $4.99 disc only. You could entertain the entire family for $4.99 and do whatever you wanted to for snacks and stuff. You can't get one ticket for $4.99. What's
Right.
what's a theater ticket these days?
$15.
Um, a matinee you might get by with $8 at the very cheapest of the cheapest part of the day for the cheapest movie.
And now that since AMC has quit letting you bring in outside food,
The average
it makes it expensive to go.
there's a reason why the media is selling. The average
Yep.
ticket price is $16. Oh, IMAX, the average ticket is closer to 20. Shit.
The first number you gave seems a little high because I do go watch movies at the theater some, but
Yeah, but
also I'm not in a big metro.
you use a coupon and stuff that's not available everywhere. So,
Well, I'm factoring that in. I have a movie subscription that gives me free movies, but and when I'm there, hearing what other people are paying.
John, we all know that Jake has plenty of money. $54.75 for a year for coffee ain't nothing to him. Did you find a Starbucks in Argentina?
Oh yeah, at the airport and other places. The only place I found the mugs, the been there mugs, was at the airport. The only place I had to go on the arrival side because all the ones on the departure side were taken, but the arrival side had some.
Penguins are walking around the beach with Starbucks mugs.
Did you?
That's right. Little Starbucks straws.
yeah. So Jr. I'm like you. I'll drink coffee this morning, but it will be, I'll go make it in a little while. Joni and her new fancy coffee machine. I mean, she loves Starbucks and stuff, but she's not gonna. We're too cheap. She'll make her own.
Just for.
Well, I mean, you got a machine there. It takes 10 minutes to make the whole thing and to clean it, and you're done. You can't get to Starbucks and done on time, so it just makes sense.
I say, this is so crazy. Tom and Todd, y'all can appreciate this. So whenever we bought that new machine for her. It's got the brewer on like an older coffee machine, like we're all used to.
Right.
And Johnny's like, the young people are referring to that as pour over again. Instead of just a straight brew, they're referring to that as pour over. I'm like,
really?
Jake, they're building a new apartment complex here. It's like 8, 9, 10 floors, something like that. And the first floor is going to have like some small retail stuff, tailors, barbers, and whatnot. There's a Starbucks in it. They're probably going to make a damn killing.
And a nice what?
One seller in North Carolina. I'm gonna put on a bathrobe. I'm gonna put on a bathrobe and my fuzzy bedroom slippers, and I'm gonna go get me a coffee.
Yeah,
there you
go. So the one I like the Green Mountain. They have a Southern Pecan. That's the one I bought at Walmart. And Johnny ordered
Southern Pecan or Maple Pecan.
Southern.
Okay.
Maple Pecan's only here, I think, during the winter. Southern Pecan is here. I like the Southern. And then
here you go, Jake.
Johnny orders shots.
So that's pretty good.
Jen and I have been putting an espresso shot in it, whatever flavor she orders. And I think my total cost on that coffee is like $110 or something like that. And I don't drink coffee every day. I'm drinking it today because I'm tired. But after this Diet Coke, after I hit the big red button up there.
All right, you guys have a good day. I'm supposed to be doing something and not on this show, but since Scott was in here, I tried to give him a little support.
Hey, I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart. This is an unmonetized channel.
He's trying to He's trying to save his viewers, is what it is, his subscribers, because they'll think he's gone
No,
away.
and these the people. If you know this channel, you're definitely subscribed to the other one.
Yeah.
This is the old live channel. It's got 1,700 subscribers. It's been around a while. It's been around. It's at least 6 or 7 years old. It's not a burner. It's just one that it was monetized at one point when it was doing lives every week when the live was here.
Lag. Look at this crowd, except for Jake. They're not concerned about wrinkles.
Wrinkles. What the wrinkle?
Lag says, "I don't drink coffee. Mom always said it dries you out and causes wrinkles."
Well,
Oh, that's
the one thing I can tell you, the alternative from not getting wrinkles is not one you're gonna like.
Yeah.
right. Exactly.
Dying young. So there you go.
Yeah.
Unless you're like Joni. God. Okay, so they're
Or pink. Asian people.
But you can
Asian
also just
people-
be Asian, right?
Do what?
You can also just be Asian.
That's it.
it's interesting how different races, it's much harder as black people age to tell how old they are because they don't wrinkle as bad as we do. And especially Asians. I mean, it's very hard to tell. So, Lag, we're assuming that you're Caucasian. You're gonna wrinkle or die.
All right, guys. Y'all have a great one. See you tomorrow if y'all around. Enjoy that coffee, Jake.
Oh, it's already gone.
Dang, son, you didn't even enjoy it.
Oh, no, it's just three. It's literally 3 shots in a little tiny cup and whipped cream. That's all it is.
That's a lot of effort. That's a lot of driving for that.
Oh, I was just on my way. I'm waiting for the septic company now.
Make you a pot of drip coffee, and then turn
I
it
don't like
off
hot coffee.
and let it sit for about 4 days,
Mm-mm. Mm.
and then heat up enough to make you your drink, and add some Cool Whip into it, and call it a day. Because I like coffee freshly made 3 days ago.
And what's wrong? eBay is evil. So I woke up this morning. I think I had 3 offers this morning, and so I did counter offers on all 3 of them, and all of them it says, "Give a bigger discount to stay in the game with the offer." And I'm like, when I hit the next button, 21% off, 18. I'm offering 21% and 18% off, and eBay is saying, "Give a bigger discount." I'm like, eBay, you know what you can do with your stupidity? What?
Second.
I'm at 20% off, you idiots.
Yep.
And your computer is saying to give more. I mean, don't tell me that I need to give you higher promoted listings, and then in the same breath saying cut the damn price so you make less money here, dummies.
Everybody makes less money then,
Yeah,
including eBay.
And don't tell me, they're playing the long game. They want the customers to buy more. That if they get a deal, they're going to buy more. eBay doesn't think that way.
Sure don't seem like it.
Amazon thinks that way. eBay does not.
Right.
How many do I have to ship today? Do I need to tell these people goodbye already? 21 to ship. What the hell? We have 2 offers from buyers. Let's see. Offer received. Oh, that guy. He's not. What gets to people? I have a Hot Wheels car. It is $699. $699. Anything below like $530. And the only reason I listed it is because it was in a lot of stuff that I bought at the auction. I think I bought 6 cars. I've already sold 4 of them. So I just threw it up there, maybe get another $1 or 2 out of it. Their first offer, $450. I'm like, decline. $5, decline. The next one was $5.25. And I came back and told them that it's on sale to be $699. I'm not going any lower than that. So stop. $630. They come back at $630. I'm like, what part of of it's on sale, then I'm not taking your offer. Did you not? So this one, I'm just letting it sit there. I'm not declining this one. I'm just letting it sit there.
Let it sit and marinate. Somebody will pay full price because there'll be that little badge up there that says pending offers on this item.
Because I don't want to ship that thing. I need different boxes to ship Hot Wheels cars. Because I end up using the boxes that are too big for the car. It costs more money. Maybe that's what I need to do today. Find a box that's suitable to ship. Because I see a lot of those things at so is this one of the properties you manage?
So it's a neighborhood. It's the house that the one I manage is behind me, and it's a lot nicer than this one. But my plan is to start buying this whole neighborhood, which is kind of a rundown neighborhood. But yeah, it's on the edge of a good neighborhood, but
Right.
this side hasn't
edged up yet.
Right. It needs somebody like me to buy it all up.
Yeah, because I've got 642 boxes and it won't fit a Hot Wheels car. Does anybody sell just straight Hot Wheels? What size box fits a Hot Wheels? Will a 743 or 742 or maybe 843 something? I want a box. I'm going to buy a box specifically for those because I get a lot of things. I sell a lot of Monster Jam, monster trucks. Just because I see them when I'm at Walmart, I go look at them, and I end up using an 864 for them, and that's way too big. The 6 part is way too big. The 8 and the 4 are fine. Come on, there's 61 people. There's surely somebody has a Hot Wheels seller. Is that an excavator behind me, black and yellow? No, that would be probably the lid and a bin. I have black and yellow bins. Oh, the thing over there, that is a that's the bag to the lawnmower that's sitting outside.
When's the last time you used that?
I have the lawnmower sitting outside with the engine cover, but I didn't want the bag to sit in the rain because I didn't have anywhere to put it. It's going to the auction. I forgot it this week. I didn't have any room in the van. Hopefully, it's going there in 2 weeks. It was okay. So it was sitting against the door, and I had to put the door up this morning because the refrigerator, for the third time in the last 6 months, I left the door cracked open, and so it's so frosted that it's defrosting outside.
All right, I gotta go too.
You got to go too? Well, then hell, we all got to go.
Cause
So what? Y'all only got an hour and 15 minutes because it's Todd's fault.
Mama can't stand at the stove with her bad knee and cook breakfast. So
No, I'm gonna get some coffee. I've got 644s, Timothy. They are too. I need to check and see if they'll fit. All right, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Remember, guardrails and repeatability. That's the name of the game. Guardrails and repeatability.